You see, there are three categories of things, and I got this from another minister. I think David Hernandez is his name, right? There's spiritual, there's secular, and there's outright satanic. So outright satanic is things like murder, right? You don't have to tell them. We all know that that's wrong. And nobody in their right mind, in their right heart, goes around murdering people, right, for fun. That's the satanic stuff. And then there's the spiritual stuff, which is reading the word, worshiping, spending time with him, right? We all know that that's good. But then there's this middle ground called the secular. It's things that on the surface are not necessarily bad, right? Like sports. I love sports. I used to watch sports all the time. Now, those things are not bad in and of itself. But if you allow it to control you, if you allow that to be your priority over the spiritual things, it inevitably will take away from the time that you have to spend on the spiritual things, right? We are in a finite world. That means we are limited, right? There's only 24 hours in a day. And you're sleeping for 7 to 8 of them, hopefully. 7 to 8 hours of that day. So you really only have 15 to 16 hours to do things. And then most of us are working 8 to 10 hours a day. So if you bring that down, so we now really only have 8 hours. And of that 8 hours, you got to do things like the dishes, take care of the family, you got to go to the grocery store. You have so many things on your plate that you really only have maybe 2 to 3 hours, if we're lucky, to determine free time, that we determine what we do. And you see, if you're watching the football game, if you're watching the basketball game, if you're I don't know, on YouTube, on Facebook, enter your vice in there, okay? You pick what you know occupies your time. If you're doing that for 2 hours or 3 hours, how much time do you leave for the things of the Spirit? Not that much, right? It's quiet because I know it's convicting. Listen, I've walked through what I'm telling you because, as I said, I used to watch more basketball games than you know what to do. We used to watch Netflix all the time. 2-3 hours binge watching series and all these things. And now I can't even tell you what's on Netflix. We have the subscription for my parents. They watch it. I don't watch it. We have Disney Plus for Kristen, but even that, we watch it maybe once or twice a month. If that, we don't watch TV anymore. Because you see, we have made a decision that the free time that we have, I'm not going to spend it on the satanic, obviously. I'm not going to spend it on the secular, but I'm going to spend it on seeking God. I'm going to spend it on seeking after his presence, because at the end of the day, it's only the things of the Spirit that have eternal value.